How's it going everyone? Jacob here again, and today we are going to be modding this bad boy, the Nintendo Gamecube, to play backup discs as well as region-free discs with this little bad boy, the Xeno Modchip, and it's a bit of a complex one, so stay tuned. So before we begin, we're going to need some tools for this one. I have here a Nintendo style game bit screwdriver, and this is to take apart the screws to actually keep the console together. So you're going to need to pick one of these bad boys up. I have a full set of like Nintendo tools which you can bought off eBay really kind of cheaply, and that's going to be in the description, a link for you guys, as well as a kind of regular Phillips screwdriver. I have one here that you can just add little bits into, so this is kind of what you need to get the internal parts apart and get the optical drive out so you can get this mod chip on the back of that. And you're also going to need a soldering iron. You can pick up one of these on eBay, super cheap. I got mine with this nice little storage box full of all kind of goodies off eBay for about £12. So it's kind of cheap to get this stuff started with. So let's just not hesitate and let's just jump straight in. Right, so once we're ready to go, we're going to flip this bad boy over and we're going to access the 4 screws here at the 4 corners. So what we need to do is use this game bit screwdriver, like I said before, and kind of get into it. So now we've got the top housing off. Basically what we need to do is kind of unscrew all these little Phillips heads all around the sides and take off this front faceplate where the controllers go in. And once we've done that, we need to flip it round and basically take the shielding off, and then we can install the mod chip. So annoyingly, as you can see here, we have 1 screw left in the shielding. This is quite annoying as the screw is actually rounded, so I can't actually get the shielding off. Not sure why that's happened. All the rest came out perfectly as you saw in the video. It's just, God, I have no idea how that happened. But luckily, we are able to just kind of shift it just out of the way here, and we can access the place where we're going to install the mod chip, which is here. So I'm probably just going to try and go for it and hope for the best. And if it doesn't work, then we'll have to try and get the shielding off somehow in another video. Right, so we have our little cheeky mod chip here. We're going to be soldering all of these points onto the board, as you can see moving forward. Well, you might not be able to see it, but due to this housing, but we're going to try and get it into here and kind of get it installed and ready to go. So as you can see, I think I have actually soldered this in successfully here. A bit of a challenge due to that little hiccup with the shielding, but hopefully this will work. So let's put it all back together and give it a test. One thing that I forgot to mention actually, which you kind of need and it's vital, is when you want to play backup games, you need to adjust the intensity of the laser, which is this screw just underneath this shielding here. Like I said before, I can't take the shielding off due to that rounded screw, so I'm going to have to try and get into it rather awkwardly, and it just needs a tiny little turn. Usually you should use like a voltmeter to kind of gauge what kind of ohms it needs to be at. I think it needs between 350 around, and between 350 and about 360, 370, something like that. And it's very sensitive, so you have to be super careful with this. And there we have it, the fully put together GameCube with the Xeno Modchip installed. It does work. I've just tested it. I tested one of my backup games that I have, which is Zelda Twilight Princess. I have that game already, so there's no kind of issues with copyright or downloading ROMs and etc. So that is why I've chosen that game. But yeah, it works really well. I'm not going to show any gameplay just because I don't want to get the video taken down by Nintendo or anything like that. But have a go with this one, you guys. It's relatively simple. Some tricky bits, especially with that bloody shield that wouldn't come off due to that screw being rounded, which was kind of annoying, but I just managed to get around it, which was thankful for that. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this first kind of look at the Xeno Modchip install. Be sure to like and subscribe, and make sure you comment down below what you thought of the video and some suggestions of what I'm going to do moving forward. So thanks again, and I'll see you on the next one.